Hey, what's up guys? It's Claudio here and I am back at Floyd Bennett Field. This is the Cat 5 race, 5 laps, 30 minutes. And this is my 17th race so far. 17th race ever. And finally on the 17th race, I actually finished with the group. I got dropped 16 times before I finished with the group. It's a lot of riding by myself, getting dropped. I've been dropped in the first lap at this race, second, third lap. I made it. Finally. Felt so good. I almost got dropped several times, but I was smart. And I don't think it's really my fitness that made the difference, although actually maybe to some degree, because when I started I really did not have any kind of racing fitness. So fitness has something to do with it, but also learning how to draft and race tactics. And the Cat 5s, I don't know what kind of race tactics really you can execute because everybody's just sort of going wild, but at least drafting, okay? I'm not doing such a good job here yet, but you'll see that I do get right up on the wheel throughout the race. The back of that wheel, you got to get like 2 feet, 2 feet right behind the wheel to really catch that draft. You see here, I had some momentum, so I went up and then I overlapped and then I had to go back. So there's a lot of that. Managing your speed, it's difficult. And I kind of got yelled at several times because it's like it looks like I'm not holding my line like here. I'm coasting, but I don't want to brake. So I go to the side a little bit and then I slot back in. I don't know if that's really the legitimate thing to do, but I get yelled at for braking. So now I'm just trying not to brake. Here, moving up, smart. Why? Because the wind now on this straightaway is coming from left to right. Crosswind, so I'm shielded. I'm okay. Not doing too many watts. Easy. I'm gonna put my stats up so you guys can see what I'm all about. Roughly 36 years old, 156 pounds. FTP is around 250, probably 240, 250. 3.5 watts per kilo. Max heart rate somewhere around 187, 190. I train about 10 to 12 hours a week for triathlon. On the bike, it's like 5 or 6. So it's all about the draft. If you watch my first videos, I have no idea how to draft. Here, I don't want to go with that guy who just went up there because I know he's strong and he wants to pull away and do things. So I don't want his wheel. So I try to catch some other wheels. This guy's signaling because there's some cones there. So good job letting us know to stay to the left. So this is the fast section. We got a tailwind here. Again, just trying to draft. It's hard finding a good wheel in the Cat 5s because it's just all kind of sketchy. All kinds of riders, beginners. Some riders have maybe years of experience riding, so it's it's good to hold their wheel, but some really don't. It's one thing that I noticed. The difference in experience, the range in the Cat 5. Some Cat 5ers will move up. They'll come to the Cat 5 and they'll be able to sit in easily. Maybe they have 5 years of cycling experience already, group riding, all that stuff. I came in to cycling to races and I had no clue. I had never done a group ride, certainly not a race. So that's why in my first video I got dropped on the first lap. But I'm learning. We got some attacks. We got some of these juniors. I don't know if they're all juniors, but a lot of junior riders here, they love to attack. And they're pretty strong. So again, a lot of different types of riders in the Cat 5. We're just feeling it out. That's the first lap. Trying to figure out whose wheel we want to follow, who's attacking. It's really just a survival. Try to stay safe. By the way, I finally shaved my legs, guys. Finally got the guts to do it. I shaved all the way up to, not all the way, but you know, above the knee where the kit goes. And I think it helps. Definitely look more like a cyclist. Man, it took me like 30 minutes per leg the first time. And about 3 days afterwards, I woke up in the middle of the night super itchy. And I look at my legs and they were all red, like razor burned. And I was like freaking out. I went on the internet, researched. Luckily I had some kind of aloe lotion and rubbed it all over my legs, and it at least allowed me to sleep. But it's kind of rough shaving your legs for the first time. Definitely can feel it swimming, because I swim 3 times a week, so I feel it a lot in the swim. On the bike, it's not an instant gain of speed, but I'm sure it's somewhere in there. Also, people are telling me that when you go down, when you crash and get road rash on your legs, it's easier to clean up if you don't have hair, and also if you have a lot of hair, the hair kind of acts like Velcro, so it rips the skin off a lot easier. I didn't know that. So that's a good thing. Good thing, a pro for shaving your legs. Another thing, a very big video coming up, I hope, on bike fitting. I got a bike fit, professional bike fit, both my triathlon bike, because that's really important, and I might as well get my road bike fit. So I did that, and boy, does it make a big difference. They brought the stem down, the handlebars down, kind of almost all the way slammed. They really did a good job measuring me, putting me in this computer system, all kinds of stuff. So they made it more aggressive, basically. And I felt it right away. Big difference. More aero, more speed. Little less comfortable, but it's crit racing. You don't need to be comfortable. You know, it's like an hour. You can deal with it. So you see there's some attacks here. People moving forward. It slows up eventually. It's hard to get a breakaway in the Cat 5. I haven't seen one actually ever. Usually people either don't have the fitness to do it, or actually I have seen some solo attempts, some solo time trial attempts that got away. But it's hard because people usually don't know how to work together in that breakaway enough to keep the rest of the group away. So now we're going fast now. Here I'm creeping up to 180 BPM on my heart rate. And I know I'm hurting if I'm at 180. But you see, it only lasted for like 10 seconds. People just don't have that kind of fitness to sustain 30 miles an hour for very long in the Cat 5s. So if this kind of thing happens, you just gotta hammer it and know that, within 20 seconds, it's gonna slow down. And that's one of the things that I really learned. Go for it. Don't save your legs. Try to stay on a wheel, and it will pass. See, now we caught them. No big deal. So, shaving your legs, bike fit. Bike fit is so big. I made a video of it. Well, I shot footage of the whole thing. Hopefully I'll put that video together for you guys. But it's so worth it. It's kind of expensive, but really, really big improvement. Alright, so we are, again, feeling it out. And here's the time to move. For me to move out of this wheel, because now I'm last. So I actually should have moved up earlier, like 10 seconds earlier. Now here I am struggling to stay because I didn't switch wheels. So I'm at the back. It's a danger zone. And there's a gap between the guy in front of me and the rest of the group. I am in danger of getting dropped. This is how you get dropped. You get to the back, little gap opens. I don't know what happens with this dude. I think he flatted out. But I need to quit messing around and get back into the group. This section is like the pure headwind, so I know they're gonna slow down. That's why I'm not too concerned. I think I was just tired. That's why I didn't hustle up, but here I am. I'm like, enough of this, gotta close that. We're gonna speed up, and there they are, speeding up. It's a good time. That was a very good time for me to do that. And I put an effort. I gotta close that gap. They're gonna get away, we're all gonna get dropped. Again, my heart rate, 178. That's work. That's my body is working. I need to chill, but I also need to close that gap. So we're going. The wind is right to left. I'm not really in the best position, but I kind of want to hold this line. That guy to take it. Things open up. You gotta react. So I am in the drops the whole time. I have to. I just can't. I can't afford not to. And it's really good. A good method to gain some speed. Get in the drops and then get tucked down really close to the handlebars. Tuck your head down. You can even coast and you'll gain some places. So here people are like, what's going on? Who wants to do the work? It starts to slow down, even though this is the tailwind section. So we're going just 21, where previously we're going 30. So there goes a guy. He's gonna do some work. And now we speed up. We got another dude to flat it out. So I'm trying to hold the line, but I'm also, I don't need to be so aggressive. I can let people slot in if that's what they're trying to do at this stage of the race. Positioning is not that crucial, but it can be. It can turn into a little mini battle. Because some people really want to hold that wheel. It's a good wheel. So the takeaway is you're either moving up or you are falling back. Here's this guy. Well, I think he won. The guy right in front of me. So he saw that gap. He's like, no way, I can't let that open up. That was smart. You gotta close gaps, especially in Cat 5. It's just a bunch of gaps everywhere. People don't really know what to do about them, or honestly, you just don't notice it, that it's an issue. You don't think about it. You don't think like 5 feet is a big problem. Like one bike length is not a big deal, but it totally is a big deal. You gotta close those things down. And here we go, a little surge. We all try to stay on there. So I'll put up some of the workouts that I've been doing. This is a crit practice workout. It's got a really short warm up. It's 4.5 minute build, then 30 seconds really hard, then 1 minute easy. Okay, that's the warm up. Then for 1 hour, you do 1 minute at 300 watts. That's way above my threshold. So 300 watts for me, 1 minute, then 30 seconds easy. And you loop that over and over again for 1 hour. And it's set up so that I'm almost guaranteed that I'm gonna fail at some point. And when you fail, to make it to the 300 watt in that 1 minute, then you go into zone 2. So for me, that's 175 watts. You do that for the rest of the hour. So I usually got up to like 40 some minutes before I died. Really good practice for that kind of surgy energy that you need. Another workout, really good. It's called muscular fatigue. 10 minutes warming up, 30 minutes as 2 minutes zone 3, then 1 minute zone 2. So loop that for 30 minutes. My zone 3 is like around 200 watts. Then you go to 20 minutes as 1 minute zone 4A, that's your threshold, your FTP. So for me, that's like around 250. So 1 minute at 250 for me, and then 1 minute zone 2, it's like 150. Loop that for 20 minutes. Then 10 minutes as 30 seconds zone 5, so that's 300 plus watts, and then 30 seconds easy. Loop that for 10 minutes, and then a 10 minute cool down. Good workout, good overall endurance workout, really. I signed up for the New York State Time Trial Championships in a couple of weeks. So I'm excited about that. I've never done a time trial, but now I have a time trial bike, and I got a nice fit for it. So excited. I'm gonna take my first time trial and see how it goes. So here we have this guy who's just doing the work. He stands up because he's like kind of bored. He's kind of sick of it. We're not going that fast. He doesn't want to work. I know better than to get to the front because I will get dropped after 30 seconds of sitting in the wind. I've done it. There are videos of me doing that. So I don't have that kind of fitness. I gotta sit in, I gotta draft. This guy has a nice draft, so I just stay behind him. So, again, just trying to stay out of the wind. It's really what you gotta learn to do as a Cat 5. Don't do more work than you need to. You will waste your legs so fast. Again, so I'm coasting. I'm getting kind of yelled at for not holding my line, but I don't want to break, so I swerve to the right a little bit. I don't know if that's like what you're supposed to do, but I just get yelled at no matter what. I think you got to just feel it out more and know to maybe soft pedal. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. This guy's doing some real work at the front. So this is my 17th race, and I think that's it for Cat 5. I think I'm just gonna upgrade and go to the 4s. I could have done it. I actually did do it at after the 10th race, but the Cat 4 was way too aggressive, so I went back down. I actually degraded myself on the website, USA Cycling website. But I think that's it for Cat 5s for me. Now that I have survived a race, finally I told myself I have to survive a race. That's the bell lap, final lap. You can see people are getting excited. So the Cat 4 race here at Floyd Bennett, I think it's 10 laps, twice as long. Kind of nervous about that. I think it's going to be smoother though. The field is like 50 plus. Like this race was 15, I think. And I think you can just sit in more in the Cat 4s. And it might not be so sketchy. I hope not. Not that this particular race is that sketchy. But look at the back. It's just like people kind of going wild. This dude is really doing some work, and I'm not feeling bad about drafting, about not helping. You gotta conserve, especially if you're a new rider. This is the reason why I was able to hang on right here. I just stuck to his wheel. He wanted to do some work, and I followed him. Not as many attacks in this race. I kind of wanted to attack, honestly. It would have been kind of stupid, but I wanted to do something. I'm pretty sure I would have been dropped though. I would have gone out. I would have done like an 800 watt effort for 5 seconds or something, and then I wouldn't have been able to sustain it. I mean, maybe I can do 300 watts for a minute after that, maybe, but then what? Down to 100 watts, and then everybody catches me, and then I'm done. I can't even hold on. that takes fitness, doing attacking and sustaining. That takes some strength and endurance. Hopefully I'll get there. I mean, I know I will if I keep at it. It's only a matter of time. But here, honestly, I'm feeling it. I'm tired. Last lap. And I have good positioning here. Top 3, 4. Nobody's attacking. But again, if you're not moving up, if you're not consciously moving up, you're falling back. As you can see, I'm starting to fall back. And people are getting excited and things are getting fast. Now all of a sudden, I'm in the back. Not good. I'm last, but I'm technically with the group. At this point, really, I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm just like, I'm so happy that I made it this far. And I don't know, I've never been in any kind of field sprint or anywhere near one, so I don't know how it's gonna feel, what's gonna happen if it gets really aggressive, or what the deal is. I know that I want to take this turn in the inside. I should have been more aggressive there and cut through, but then it speeds up, and this is the last straightaway, and I just can't really, I don't have good positioning there. I should have been in top 4 to be okay, to kind of try to sprint, and here they go, and here I go. I only have like 500-600 watts in me, and that's it. That's the race. Pretty much got to the field sprint. I guess I didn't really, but this is the best I have ever done. So happy about it. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Don't be afraid to go out and race. I'll see you out there. Talk to me. See you soon. Bye.